What is up, YouTube? It's your freaking boy, Infinite Games. It is almost 12 o'clock at night, but figured I would just, we hit, our subscriber counts freaking booming, guys. We're making it. No, so we hit 500 subs, so I thought I would just make a little video to celebrate. It's kind of like this shit's absolutely legit. I'm gonna just put that out there. Like, this shit straight. I'm straight cooking with this shit. But at the same time, it is kind of like a hopium. It is kind of like a hopium video. Go ahead and breathe in that hopium. But I'm gonna go over some things for y'all. So, and I want you to kind of understand where I'm coming from. So, literally here, you can just see with your eyeballs, price is moving up in a channel, right? It's moving up in a channel, and you can see this, and I don't understand, people, it's kind of the easiest shit to kind of understand, because price is literally moving upwards through time. So price is moving forwards through time, and it's and it moves in channels, and I don't really know how else to explain this shit. And it's you can kind of visually see it with Bitcoin. Is why I have Bitcoin pulled up is because price is manipulated to the freaking exact tick, and people don't understand this. And price history here, people pull up a Bitcoin chart, and they're trying to chart all this shit, and they think price here doesn't matter. They think this is just random. Guys, price from the inception of manipulated assets like Bitcoin, from its freaking inception is manipulated. And that may sound crazy, but market makers exist, right? So and it may not even be hedge funds, and it may not be high frequency algos, but market makers will exist on every single asset, every single one, Pepe, Shiba Inu, literally any asset will have market makers at the beginning of price, and it's all manipulated. And price curves up through time, so price will trade upwards through channels, well, depending on what it is. So you have competing channels. So you have downtrend channels that go like this, and then you have uptrend channels. But they're both based basically on the origin of price, and that's how you have to think about it. You have to try to create macro trends from the origin of price, because the origin of price is going to give you it's kind of like a roadmap. It's like a roadmap of what future price is going to look like. And first I'm going to show you on Bitcoin, and then I'm going to show you on GME, right? And it's gonna make sense. It's gonna freaking click, because so with Bitcoin's kind of a peculiar asset, and you can see that it curves, right? So it has this curvature to its price as it moves through time. So most assets, you couldn't really do this, but you can have curved origin lines, right? So you could have curved origin lines. And literally here, see, just drawing this origin line, you would have called the top here. You understand? You come up and you hit the origin line, and you got rejected. Just from drawing origin lines. You found the top. And I should have. I was charting this before this even happened. I was just doing GME and AMC videos. Maybe I should update you guys on this type of stuff. But anyways, in most assets, you couldn't do this. But Bitcoin is so peculiar that you're able to have this curvature right through its price history. And so you're able to do this with curved lines. But let's say, for example, honestly, I don't really see this happening, but coming all the way back down and creating a new low, I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. And obviously you don't have to, right? Because you don't have to hit the origin line, because you can see here, we come down and we hit it later. We hit it at a later point. So you could just go down, come back up. Maybe you could, and that's the crazy thing is it could go parabolic because it could break its origin lines and go even higher, right? And then come back down and rest on this point. But it could like come up to 86, you know, kind of like wait until way in the future to kind of come down on its origin line. But I think it'll break out. Bitcoin's I think getting ready to break out of its curvature, right? Of its curvature, not its origin lines, because you have to look at it from another aspect. Is my price is like moving vertically through time, and then you can kind of like overlay these and like see how that happens. Let's put these in yellow so you can kind of just see the distinction here. But these are both origin lines and they're both valid. These curved ones are a little bit weird, but just Bitcoin is a peculiar kind of asset that kind of curves through time. So you have these origin lines and like price is trading upwards through history, but early on in Bitcoin's inception, it kind of went parabolic, right? And then that's why it has to start cooling down through price history and moving downwards the channels. Otherwise, like, it wouldn't make sense, right? Because you'd come up here and like you would already be at 300,000. You understand? So like Bitcoin has to curve through its origin lines. It has to curve through time to the upside. It can't just push through and keep hitting these origin lines. It has to like curve through time, and that's why Bitcoin's a little bit peculiar. But I'm just kind of showing you. See, like even here, right? You would have caught a peak here. It would have came down, and then boom, it peaked here at this middle line, and then now you're breaking out of this. Now these origin lines actually push on to infinity. Like you can just put them in each direction, like an infinite amount of them. But so like you're falling down, and like let's literally just create another channel here. Just bring this down. Boom. So like you could hit 40,000. So you broke this, so you could come to its midline, 40,000, and then you could push back up, or you could come all the way even down to 30,000. So you could literally go to 40,000 or 30,000 and then bounce off of that channel. And like this is going to make sense because let's translate this over to GME. And GME has its origin lines, right? Because it's trading upwards through time. And it has downwards channels as well that you have to kind of. But we're not going to worry about that now because obviously this thing's in a freaking short squeeze. But you have channels moving downwards as well that's competing. And I've kind of gone over this in my previous videos. But you have, but they're based on the origin of price. They're based on the origin of price. That's kind of what I'm getting at here. That's what these channels are based out of. So why do I have this big ass arrow over here? Because like in a short squeeze, kind of everything's, you know, out the window, and you can kind of just move through these channels like butter. But to kind of get a peak on GME, so you might be able to move up. So you have this channel from the origin of price. Boom, boom. You touch it twice, and then if we touched it a third time during a short squeeze, I mean, you'd be looking at above $2,000. Now, this is not financial advice. This video is pure hopium, like pure hopium video. Like if this is the biggest short squeeze in history, like, you know, if Roaring Kitty came back and he was like giving us a hint, like this is the freaking biggest short squeeze in history, like if all of these fake shorts, if all the naked shorting, if all this stuff is real, then you could obviously get to those prices easily. I mean, if there's actually billions of shorts, you know, naked shorts and just like and basket swaps and all this different crap, like you could get to those prices. Now, hey, like definitively know that that's true? Not really, but I mean, this video is just pure hopium. Like, this video is just pure hopium. Like, yo, this is like the highest price targets that you could get type video. This is not realistic. Like, realistically, you need to manage your portfolio. Like, if you're not selling at $1,000, if you're not selling at $800, like, you're doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like pure craziness hopium video. But I digress. Anyways, let's look at now. Here's the real shit. Let's look at Volkswagen. So this is Volkswagen's channels, and they track like so beautiful. This, like, it is freaking beautiful. Like how well it tracks, and like it literally tracked the top. It freaking tracked the top. Like, because obviously I didn't chart this before it happened, but like, you don't even need this price history. Like, you don't even need it to be able to chart these channels. Like, this doesn't have to exist, right? This doesn't like, I could have charted this back in 2005. Like, if I was back in 2005, I think I was a little kid then, so I wasn't actually charting. But if I was charting, you don't even need this. You don't need this price history for you to be able to chart this, for you to be able to chart these channels. Now, what happened here is, not only did we hit this channel, right? So that would have put us at $700. It went to the top of the next freaking channel. It went to the top of the next channel perfectly, like literally perfect rejection of the top of the next channel at $1,000. That is actually pure craziness. Now, Volkswagen did have very unique like situation in which, like, I think it was something like 5% of the actual float was available, and they had to cover like 12, 15, 20% of the float, and so like it just led to these insane prices, and you were able to shoot up to like the next channel. Now, if this is the biggest short squeeze in history, why can't GME do the same thing? Why can't GME do the same thing? Let's shoot up. Not only are we gonna hit its origin channel, we're gonna go up to the freaking next freaking channel, dude, at $5,000 or whatever, like 4,500, whatever, $4,000. Like, that would just, like, imagine actually seeing that. Like, imagine actually seeing that shit happen. And like, you think about it, so Volkswagen went from $32 to $1,000. Like, we're going from $10, but this is the biggest short squeeze in history. Take us to freaking $4,000, dog. Do another Volkswagen. Do another freaking Volkswagen and take us to $4,000. Okay, this is not financial advice. This is not freaking financial advice. We don't know if this is a short squeeze. We don't know what this is. We don't know if this is the biggest short squeeze in history. This is not financial freaking advice. But if we do pull a Volkswagen, bro, like, you're looking at some crazy shit. That's all I'm going to say. If all the naked shorts are real, if the swaps are real, yeah. You never saw this video. Do not show your financial advisor this video. You never saw this shit. This is pure hopium. Like, this video doesn't exist. This was all cap. Like, this video doesn't exist. Okay. Anyways, so that's GME. Comparison to Volkswagen. That's okay. That's 4,000. Okay, that's a little crazy, but you got to think about it. Hey, we're in 2024. You know what I'm saying? This ain't 2008 anymore. This is 2024. Like, accounting for inflation, all that different shit. Hey, it's definitely possible. I mean, Volkswagen temporarily became the biggest company in the world, market cap wise. So, I mean, imagine if GME did that. Imagine if GME temporarily became the biggest company in the world. Like, you would be looking at prices actually bigger than 4,000. So, is it doable? Yeah, it sounds absolutely crazy. But I mean, imagine in 2006 when Volkswagen was at $30. You told somebody, hey, in a year from now, like Volkswagen is going to be $1,000. Like everybody would have ridiculed you. Like you would have been looked at like a freaking idiot. You understand? Like, and it's like kind of the same thing. You're kind of sitting here like, hey, GME's gonna be $4,000 in a couple months. Like people are probably gonna call you crazy. People are probably gonna call you an idiot. But I'm willing to take that. I'm willing to take that. So that's just kind of the hopium video, just the crazy price target video. Obviously, like if you're a real trader, you're probably not gonna hold like at $1,000. You should, most of your portfolio should be gone. Like you understand, like you need to have your own trading plan. Like this video is complete hopium like type shit. But anyway, so that's the hopium vid. And another thing, I wanted to go over XRP again because like I made a previous video on it, and like I told you guys that we're gonna be falling, and I think I mentioned, I was like, Bitcoin is gonna cool off, so Bitcoin's gonna have like a cooling off period where it dumps, right? So like it momentarily like double tops and comes down and tests like 40,000, 50,000, maybe even $30,000 area before it comes up again. And that's why I was kind of saying like XRP isn't mooning with Bitcoin, right? And it's like all these XRP holders are like freaking pissed off, and it's like I'm pretty sure like you're headed back down to like 20 cents. And if 20 cents doesn't hold, of 18 to 20 cents, I mean you could literally come all the way back down to like freaking like very low levels. But I think 18 to 20 cents is probably going to be the bottom. And then this is literally here is just a copy of this. And like you break out of your pennant. And this is our flagpole, right? And then we're making another pennant. And then this flagpole is taken very modestly. Like if you brought that flagpole all the way up, you'd be seeing prices in the hundreds of dollars. Like, just to be realistic, let's just put our flagpole here, and I mean you're looking at $10-15. You know, you're looking at $11-15 if we end up coming back down and then breaking out, like confirmed breakout. I mean, you could see some pretty crazy prices in XRP. So I think I already just watched my previous video on XRP, but that's kind of, I'm thinking that this might be a good opportunity for people in the future. But that's pretty much the whole video. Like this whole video is cope. This whole video is hopium. Like GME could go to 0 tomorrow. GME to $2. No. Honestly, if you think about it, GME is a good fundamental buy anyways, because they have $4 billion in cash. I think half of their share price or their market capitalization is literally cash. Like I think their market cap is $8 billion and they have $4 billion in cash. So literally half their market cap is just straight cash. Like this isn't even talking about like their assets, like their stores, their products, their website, their literally their revenue isn't even accounted for. Like you got to kind of think that this might even just be a great fundamental buy regardless. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. Like it's 12 o'clock, I need to be sleeping. Just made a hopium video, but that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for 500 subscribers. I'm going to continue making content, and I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I appreciate the people commenting and liking my videos, and the people that join the Discord. Make sure to join the Discord, guys. Like we're just chatting, we're having a good time. And I'll try to look at different tickers. I'll try to look at different stocks that you guys suggest, and I'll try to chart it a little bit, and stuff like that. But I just wanted to kind of make this video. It's just kind of like a fun little bonus video for 500 subs. Like just kind of hopium targets, you know, to kind of get people excited, rile people up. But obviously, like, you know, I mean, holding to those price levels is kind of crazy. Like, but you never know. This may be a once in a lifetime event, and so it could be, history could be made essentially. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel and join the Discord. Peace out.